time for another unboxing. As you can see, I have two packages here today, and the one is actually a little bigger than I thought it'd be. So, it'll be interesting to see how much packaging is in there. But let's start with the small one. As you can tell, I'm doing this a little differently. Instead of having the camera right in front of me like I usually do, I'm off to the side over here. This way I'm able to work with two hands, and hopefully everything goes a little smoother. Alright, this first one I got to go with my N scale set, and it's going to be ran behind one locomotive, and only one locomotive. And once you see what the car is itself, you'll understand why. Now, I do have other cars to run behind that locomotive, but they're not scheduled to come out until the end of the year. But here's the purchase number one. I don't know how well you can see, so we'll pop off the top to make it a little easier. But as you can see, it is a Vietnam POW/MIA RPO car from Micro Trains. Now this one, like I said, will only run behind the UP Spirit locomotive that I have. Unfortunately, he doesn't have any sound, but he's still a good locomotive. But we'll do a little running session of him a little later in the video. Let's pop over to the big box and see what's in there. Oh boy, lots and lots of peanuts. Thankfully, I have a bucket. Okay, I'll cut this part out. Alright. Now that I have all those peanuts out, which, in my opinion, was a waste of packaging, because that is what was inside the box. Only that. Now, I understand trying to keep it protected and all, but the entire box was pretty much filled with peanuts and a few of the giant cylinder bubble things. But I'm sure there could have been a smaller box to choose from, or some other way to ship. But let's go ahead and unravel this one and show you what this is. If you can see right there, I don't know, let's see. Yep, you can see a little bit of the front nose, so somewhat spoiler. But as you can tell from the size, this is going to be an HHO, or not HHO, an HO locomotive. And as far as I know, it's one that was never really done. At least not for the railroad that it's paint schemed in. Alright. Now now for the reveal. As you can see, the behemoth I have in my hands is a DD40 done up in the Pennsylvania paint scheme. It is not custom like that. This is the way it was. And it is an Athearn, and it does have 2 motors on the inside. Don't know if you guys can tell on the camera there, but it looks like the coupler is a little bent, but that's somewhat expected from shipping. I might switch it out and do 1 horn hook and 1 knuckle coupler. Actually, knuckle in the back, horn in the front. Just so I can pull multiple freight with it. Well, different kinds of freight. But let's take it over to the test track and see how it runs. Or if it does run. Alright, here we are at the test track. Now, it's a little hard to see here, but the points for the switch are right here. And I have the locomotive backed up all the way to the bumper that I have on here. It just makes it onto the track. But let's see how it runs. Oh. Alright. Okay, I'm not sure how well you guys can see, but the light here is dimming as I increase the voltage, which means we're getting a short. So I guess I'll have to take the shell off and see if I can figure out quickly what it is. Give me a sec. Alright, so I took the shell off, and almost instantly I noticed what the issue was going to be. The issue was that the metal piece here that connects right to the chassis for the light bulb was also pushing against the other metal piece here for the power to go to the motors. So that's what was shorting it out. But we'll do 2 runs here, one without the shell on, and then I'll put the shell on, and I think I might put a piece of tape in there just to make sure it doesn't short out again right now. But there's that run. Let's go ahead and put the shell on and see how well it looks running. Alright, here we are back at the track. Let's run it now with the shell on. I did keep the light bulb in, so we won't be able to see if it lights up since it's daytime. A little noisy, but that's just because it needs lubricated and whatnot, everything, so that'll be interesting to do. Want to get this one equipped with at least 1 knuckle coupler real soon, because even though it's a large engine meant for heavy pulling, I think it would look good pulling these two items that my dad had sent me back in July. He's free rolling. Here we go. But yeah, like I said, I think they would look real nice being pulled behind the DD40 there. Hopefully he can make it around my Kato track since that's the widest, unless I have to get wider. But let's go ahead and switch on over to the N-scale layout to show off the POW MIA car. Alright, I just realized I forgot to do a crawl test. So let's see how it crawls right now, as opposed to when I lubricate it and all for the next time. Well, there we have it, doing the chug crawl. And, oh, the numbers are worn off. That looks like about 40%. Alright, and right there I was reaching 50%. Okay, let's send it back that way. Alright, let's see how it does in reverse for the crawl. Mainly because the house is a little uneven. Hold on. I learned this out when I was messing for the N-scale layout. But as you can see, the desk, at least right now in the layout, is at a little bit of an angle. Actually, that's not too bad. But let's see how it does with a crawl in reverse. You know what, let's see if switching it around changes how it went in reverse. Yep, that coupler's definitely bent. it's having the same issue that way as it did when it was going forwards that way. Let's see about how it is now. And actually forward is about the same. But let's go ahead and go over to the N scale layout now. Alright, here we are with the layout to show off the POW MIA car. And as I said, it'll only ever be pulled behind one locomotive. Let's let it go around for a second time and then stop at the station. And that'll be it for this video. Thank you for watching the video. In the next one, I hope to go back to fixing some of the engines I bought. Maybe do a little bit of a improvement on the layout. As you can see, it is pretty much all cluttered. Maybe I'll work on some scenery. I got the trees. But till next time, I'll see you on down the line.